Thank you very much for inviting me. Good afternoon. We've got some nice San Diego weather to accommodate you in Washington, D.C. I wish we could have got a little fancier room. I don't know what they're do better than this. Pretty nice, actually. So San Diego is driven by three main economies. The military, there's 7 military installations in my district. Tourism, not a lot of federal issues in tourism, but we hope you'll visit and spend a lot of money. And innovation and biotechnology. So we're the home to world-class research and educational institutions like the University of California, San Diego, the Scripps Research Institute, the Salk Institute. We're the second largest biotechnology cluster in the country. If you do it by scientists, by money, we're third. And our downtown has become a center for entrepreneurship and startups. So with these industries driving economic growth across our region and across our country, we have an emphasis on reducing barriers to success for our innovators so that they can continue to thrive, invent things, cure things, create high-quality jobs. And to do that, we need an educated workforce. That's obviously one of the most important components of our success. We are in a global competition for talent in San Diego and the United States. Our success depends on developing and keeping talented individuals to start their ventures, make their discoveries, and manufacture their products and cure those diseases here in the United States. So we focus on a lot of things from immigration to the patent system. But we did earlier this year release an education plan to help expand opportunity and drive economic growth with a focus to San Diego, but it applies across the country. Among the 7 sections in my plan, which range from reducing the burden of student loan debt to ensuring a quality education for military-connected students and veterans, is preparing students in STEM and STEAM fields. So we need to expand computer science access for coding to high school and middle school. We have to encourage the growth of public-private sector partnerships to enhance STEM learning opportunities. We have to inspire innovation by adding art and design into STEM programs. By the way, I learned about this because Qualcomm and the Neurosciences Institute both have performance venues, both have performance theaters. We started to explore what these, Irwin Jacobs, who was one of the founders of wireless and the head of the Neurosciences Institute, Nobel Prize winner, what are they interested in music for? It's because of the connection between science and arts. So sometimes we refer to STEAM as well, A for STEM. The other thing is we have to really increase the number and participation of women and minorities in STEM fields. Women make up almost half our workforce, but account for less than a quarter of workers in STEM fields. Less likely to focus on STEM fields in both their graduate and undergraduate studies. So we've worked with a bipartisan Congressional STEM Education Caucus. We've supported legislation like the STEM Opportunities Act. That bill would promote data-driven research on the participation of women and underrepresented minorities in STEM so that policymakers can design more effective practices to reduce barriers to success. I've also backed a proposal to award competitive grants for STEM programs in elementary and secondary education, increase STEM offerings, and provide relevant hands-on learning experiences for students from elementary to secondary education. As the economy continues to change, and it will, despite all the anxiety that you're feeling from voters around the country, we can't just sit there and do nothing. We have to expand opportunity and prepare students from all communities by providing access to affordable, quality education. And I really want to say how much I appreciate what you're all doing to promote those kinds of things and that awareness. I know you have a partner in a lot of us in Congress who are interested in the same thing. I want to thank you very much for doing that. And now it's my pleasure to introduce a woman who has excelled in STEM fields and is a leader in our San Diego medical and science community, Dr. Pam Tao. Pam, I predict that will be the last applause for you. Dr. Tao is a general cardiologist and associate professor of medicine at the University of California, San Diego. She is the director of the Hannah and Jean Stepp Cardiac Wellness and Rehabilitation Center at the new UC San Diego Jacobs Medical Center, which will open this fall. I got to tell you, I got a tour of that place. It is astounding what's happening in the delivery delivery of medicine and the connection between research and clinical work. And so I'm really excited for you to be able to do that. And I'm glad that if I ever fall ill, I have a place like that to go to. As our healthcare system transitions to one focused on quality of care, Dr. Taub is ahead of the curve with her evidence-based approach to engaging with patients, preventing disease, and minimizing the need for medications and procedures. Dr. Taub's center will also be conducting research on many of the innovative medical devices and therapies being developed in San Diego and around the country to see how they can help improve patient outcomes. Today, she will be presenting on the medical benefits of eating dark chocolate, which is like clickbait for a speech, right? Like, who's not going to click on that, right? And I know we're all eager to hear about that. So ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Dr. Pam Taub.